Hi everyone and welcome back to the Devoted Daydream Podcast. Today it's a very exciting one. We have someone very energetic and colorful. We have Hotskull.
Ja, Hotskull eller Bjelsen.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm very good.
Thank you.
It's early, but it's very good. It's good to be up early actually on a Sunday. It's
Do
not
you-
often I try this.
Not often? You're a Saturday night kind of person.
Yeah, and I had to say no to a lot of people because I want to be like clear in my mind, you know.
So
today.
you are.
So I
good.
didn't went out. I only drank a couple of sangria.
I feel very honored that you did this exception for the podcast.
Of course.
Wow. So a lot of questions. I did a good amount of research about you last night. I read some articles. I listened to your music, and it's very energetic. I felt like I just want to go out and dance and drink rum.
Yeah. It's definitely a party kind of music.
It's not it's not your typical sound in
No.
Denmark. So we have a lot of questions about that. But what I usually do is I want to take you a little bit back and
Yeah.
hear more about how you started.
Mm-hmm.
What were your influences in the beginning? Why do you even decided that you want to be an artist?
So, it all started that I was a dancer. Oh, I'm still dancing. And I went to Jamaica like every year. I still do. And I think I got inspired of the whole culture. You know, they do everything. They dance, they sing, they drink, they party. No, I like the whole culture. And but I start dancing, and I was actually dancing for some different artists. And one day I had an injury in my knee, so I couldn't dance, and I just feel like being like creative, like, you know, I have so much energy. And then I was like, oh, let me try to make a song that could be fun. And I found like just a random beat on YouTube, dancehall beat, and I was just like, dance about in club, pop up you know, and I just start like make something. And then I just recorded on my phone and I sent it to my friend, and she's a singer. I dance for her, Anila, and I sent it to her, and I was like, hey, what do you think? And then she called me and she said, yo, why didn't you say you could sing, you can rap, like, what's wrong with you? I asked you to find a rapper in Denmark to feed my song, and you try to find everybody else. Why you don't say you? And I said, but I didn't know I could do this. I actually didn't know. And then I was in a feed with her. It's a short part in her Stilettos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we recorded that, and then she called me. She had a big concert for like 2,000 people, like a big burlesque festival.
Okay.
And I was, as always, her dancer. And she called me like 1 week before, and she said, yo, remember you're in my song now, so you have to do it live. I was like, shit, I didn't thought about that, you know. I was like, oh shit, that's so like scary. And then we had like a fast rehearsal with live band, and I was like, oh, and I never got in the song in the rehearsal because it's so different with live bands. And okay, but I did good at the concert.
It worked out.
Yeah, it worked out. And I was like, oh, this was so fun. It was really fun to record it. I like the whole studio vibe. It's like one of my favorite things is actually to be in the studio and make the songs and record. I really like it. And it also feels really good to stand on the stage and do this. And then, yeah, just continue dancing. And then I went to Jamaica again for dance, like always. And I had this demo because I made the song as a real demo just for send it out if anything. And I was visiting some people in Jamaica. I actually didn't know who lived there, but it was actually Shaggy's producer, Sil.
Okay.
Yeah. And they were there at the party at the hostel. And one of my friends, she started to play the song, the demo. It was like Danish dancehall. And then he said, is it you? Yeah. And he said, you know who I am? I'm a big producer and blah, blah, blah. And the other girl said, yeah, he's Shaggy's producer. And I was like, oh.
But you didn't know who he is?
I think he did the Hey Sexy Lady,
Yeah.
the song. in the back in the days. Yeah, I didn't know because you never really see the producers, you know. It's always the artist you see.
Yeah, yeah.
So I didn't know, and he wanted to do a song with me, and I said, yeah, sure, yeah. And I was a little tipsy because it was like a pre-party, you know.
Oh, it was just a pre-party and you were ready to, so, you know.
Yeah, sure.
As you do.
And he said, okay, so, you know, I contact you tomorrow or something, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, man, nice. I would love to. And then the day after, I was like, oh shit, because I felt like, you know, I knew nothing about music. Like, I knew nothing about making music. I knew nothing about how to build a song or, like, you know, I was so green. So I panicked. I was like, oh no. I was like hiding under my, you know, in my bed. And I never wrote him back. No. And then I just went home and I felt so bad because I actually wanted to, but also I felt like they were like too big. You know, for me, I didn't know anything. And then I told Anilla, the girl, and she just like went crazy on me. What? Why you didn't do this? Blah, 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 blah. It's a big opportunity. You're stupid. Like, sorry, I know. And I said, but I feel so green. I feel like I don't know anything about it, and it's scary just to throw myself out in something. I feel like blind.
Yeah.
And she said, oh, I understand. I will teach you. And she started to give me lessons for free, actually. I gave her some dance lessons, though.
It's a fair trade.
Yeah, but she gave me more. Yeah, so she taught me, like, technique.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot it, though. But she she taught me how to build up a song that made me more confident to, like, go to a studio. And then the year after, I went back to Jamaica. And an artist called Rodelf was like one of my favorite artists in Jamaica because he have like a crazy flow. And he told me like he wants to do a song about Hotskull. He didn't know I could sing neither. It was just like in Jamaica they gave me the name Hotskull.
Oh, so they give it to you?
Yeah, because it means like you have a hot head. Like you don't care about what people think. You're just a little crazy. You have a hot head, you know. And then he thought it was nice to like make a song about it, and he was like, I want to make a song about you, Hotskull. I was like, nice. And then Anilla told me like, you just have to be like, don't wait for it. Just say you sing, blah blah blah. You want to be in this song? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. And I was just like, I want to be in the song. I can sing. And he said, really nice. Send me something. And I sent. And he said, definitely you're gonna be in the tune, man. Definitely. Yeah, so that was my first single.
That's
like I think it was 2 years ago or something.
Wow, that's one of the craziest stories I've heard yet about how artists came to be.
Yeah.
So, wow, there's so much to comprehend. But first of all, do you actually have any regret about the whole the producer Shaggy thing? Do you think that it would have been too early for you to go work with him? Do you think it's better that you waited to develop a little bit more as an artist before you go big? Or if you go back, would you actually do it? Would you grab it?
Yeah, I can always ask him again because now I know him. Like we're friends on Facebook, Instagram. No, I don't regret it because I don't know if it would have felt good like to sit that nervous in the studio, because I think I would be very nervous if I should play with the big sharks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was also the guy who was featuring Shaggy actually, so it was both the producer and that guy. I don't remember his name.
We'll find out. So you did your first single. And how was it received? Do you start to get some traction from it? And
yeah, people liked it, and it had more like a happy vibe actually. The song Hotskull. I don't know if you heard it.
Yeah, I did.
Or if you heard it.
If you haven't, you should.
Hotskull. Yeah. So yeah, people liked it. Also in Jamaica actually, and people were like, "Oh, you have to make more songs with Rodolph. It's so nice with you two together." And yeah, but then I went home and I was like, "Oh, now I have to find a producer at home because I want to continue." So I wrote to like 2 or 3 producers, and then the guy I wanted to work with the most,
Mhm.
he was like on for a meeting, and we talked, and we agreed to meet, and we had like the thing we had in common for like the art thing, the music was like more aggressive, like kind of vibe, but we both felt that a lot, so it ended up being more aggressive, like more rough,
Mhm.
and I liked that a lot, and yeah,
And
so
it
we did,
worked.
yeah, it worked, yeah, so we,
Was it by then that you knew that you wanted to be an artist?
what?
Was it around that time that the single came out that you knew that being an artist is something that you want to do? It's
Mm.
something that you want to pursue, or is it later on, or do you still know?
I know, like I want. That's the only thing I
That's
want.
what you want.
Yeah, but no, I knew it already when I did the little part in Anila's song and we were recording it.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it already, like in the studio. Maybe I actually already knew it when I was recording it, the demo, the Danish song
Yeah.
that nobody knows. but back then I remember I just wanted to be like a side thing.
Mm-hmm.
Something on the side.
Wow, you're being a dancer is
Yeah,
the main thing.
yeah. But now, yeah, I've been dancing since I was 16. I'm not gonna tell my age now, but it's many years.
Nope.
And yeah, so it's, I start to feel like, okay, I did that for many years now.
Now it's the next step.
Yeah, now it's like I'm more focused and interested in the music.
Do you feel that being a dancer first before you were an artist helped you in any way, either for stage presence or for physically being
A
able
lot.
to dance and sing? It did?
Yeah. First of all, like, I think no, I don't think. I know it's because of dancing that I know the culture a lot. I was about to say everything, but maybe I don't know, almost everything about the culture and the language. I like patois. I'm not speaking like perfect patois at all. Like, but I like patois and I like play with the words they use.
For the people that don't know,
Oh, it's Jamaican. It's broken English, actually. Jamaican language, broken English. They call it patois. And what
so
was I saying?
you were saying that you liked playing with
Oh,
the words?
yeah. Yeah, so it's because of dance, yeah, and also that's why I know people, like, that's why where like it started kind of that I went there and I met all these people and also the dancers there, like all the legend dancers.
Mm-hmm.
That was the people who gave me the name, actually Sri Lanka from Rifical Crew. Yeah, it's like the leader of one of the biggest crew in Jamaica, Kingston. And he just called me Hotskull, like, really fast. He didn't even know me for very long, but he was like, "Yeah, Hotskull, come here, man." Something like this, And he called me this for like many times, and then I was like, "What is Hotskull?"
Oh, you didn't know.
He meant I'm hot, or no, I didn't know that
And
term.
it stuck
It's
since
many
then.
years ago. Many years ago, yeah. So like, yeah, no, but that's definitely a good thing, and I have like good network because it's like the same area,
Yeah.
same community. So I already, promoted myself for so many years. So if I start from scratch for music, I would have to start from scratch to tell people who I am.
Mm-hmm.
They already knew, like a lot of people already knew that because of
So
the
it
dance.
was almost like a head start.
Yeah.
So you're kind of split between two very different worlds, between Denmark and Jamaica. How do you split your attention and time? Are you focused completely in Jamaica to grow there and rise as an artist, or do you want to also do it in Denmark? Do you want to do it in the world? Do you want to be an international artist? How do you feel about that?
I want to be an international artist, but I don't know. I don't think I focus right now on a certain language.
Mm-hmm.
Right now I just record what I feel like. Like, then I was like, maybe I should try to make a song in English with no patois, just to see like how it would work. And every time I go in the studio, the words just come and the flow and my new producer Eliel, he told me like, try to do maybe like a trap if you want to. And I was like, oh yeah, trap is cool. I will try to make a trap flow in this song, like a part of the song could be cool in this tune. I'm open for everything. Like I like playing with things. And every time I was like, na 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 na, like I tried to do like some kind of you know, and then and like the dancehall flow just came every time. And he said, "You're not Danish. You're not Danish. You must be Jamaican." Like, no, it's just natural for me. I think so.
Yeah, that's I agree with this, because some of the artists that I've talked with, it took them a long time and trial and error to develop themselves, and all of them say that their first songs and whatever they tried in the beginning just sucked. But you, it's like quite the opposite. Like straight out of the beginning, you almost feel like unpolished diamond. Like you had the style, you had the feeling for the music and everything, and you just need to upgrade from there. Which is very interesting to see. It's not often that you see something like that. Do you have like, who is your musical influence? Do you have someone in the big scene, perhaps from the female or male, of course?
Like who I look up to?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like in Jamaica, I would say definitely Spice, Shansia, and then I think I'm most inspired by Steph London.
Oh, yeah.
Steph London. People say it differently. And actually also Lady Lisha. She don't do Jamaican or anything, but she's cool. Nadia Rose too. Because I like I'm very inspired by their humor they bring to the music. They're really funny actually. But they're rough at the same time.
Is that important for you, to keep the music fun and laid back?
It's not important. It's just inspiring. It's just, I like it.
Yeah.
The way they do it, because they're rough, but they're funny at the same time. You know, they have like really good humor. Yeah, and I also like the UK kind of.
Do you listen to drill?
Who?
To UK drill?
Grime.
Oh, grime. Okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah, and some of the artists bring the dancehall vibe in the UK, like Steph London.
So I've been listening to, obviously, your songs, and your lyrics are very out there. Do you write, or does someone help you write?
I write it myself.
Yeah, and you're not afraid to be very brave with your lyrics, you know, to be like out there, to say stuff that maybe a lot of newcomer or female artists, they would be kind of like touchy about saying stuff more.
No, I'm not afraid of saying anything in my songs.
And
as long as I don't feel like I hurt people, like really hurt people.
Yeah, this is something that I want to talk about. I've seen criticism about female artists, for example, Cardi B or Nicki Minaj or whoever, that they're sometimes graphic in their music and they say stuff that they shouldn't say. But I completely disagree, since the male hip-hop artists, they're always very graphic, a lot more graphic. So I almost think that it's a very, very good thing that now the female artists, they can say whatever the fuck they want, and they can be as graphic as they want, because why not? So you bring this also to the table, and you're riding this new wave.
That's also how I am as a person.
And that reflects in music.
I always like say what I think. And I swear a lot. You know, I think I'm a very... somebody called me the other day, like, you sound like a... I don't know how to put it in English. Something you say in Danish, like, havnarbejder.
Okay. Our assistant, Danish assistant?
Like, havnarbejder. You have, like, a word for that in English?
I mean, if you translate it directly, it's harbor worker, but I don't know.
Like a trucker man. Like,
okay, yeah.
Like, kind of...
Kind of like a trucker, okay.
And I was like, okay, boys. No, it's actually charming. Like it's not bad.
I agree.
I think it's maybe
it's different.
Yeah.
And it feels real.
Yeah.
It feels like no filter, no, processing and a bunch of people.
Like I never been the good girl, I never been like a real good girl, and I think it's cool just to have that in my music as well. Like it would be weird if I was like a really nice good girl in the songs, and but I'm a nice person. It's not that I'm not a nice person, but I'm always being like difficult. Like
okay.
Kinda.
Do you feel that showing this in your music is in a way empowering the younger girls that might listen to you? Do you think about how you influence the younger people that might listen to you?
No.
I
hope they don't listen too much if they're under 15.
15? Okay, so if you're under 15, just mute it, but keep watching so we get a view. Thank you.
I know I'm teaching kids also, and they love the songs, and they're like, "Can we please dance to your songs?" Okay, and I'm like, "Oh, they don't know what I'm singing anyways." It's cool.
Now I want to talk a little bit about your music videos. Since it's something that I'm very interested in, I also do some videos. You're the artist with the highest quality videos I've seen, like I've had here. Especially Whackman. It was really good video. There was some, like, it looked like a movie. What is your process for making videos, and how do you choose who you work with, the ideas for the videos? How does that work?
Yeah, as a actually to be honest, I tried to make it as low budget as possible.
Well, that's great because you cannot tell.
Because I just do. Like visually, I have pictures in my head. I always used as I always worked as a choreographer.
Yeah.
So I'm used to like thinking pictures and like in story and and then the first video, it was Camilla Lassen filmed it, and together with Didi Money, she was actually just gonna assistant, and then she brought her camera, and then we have 2 camera people. Like.
Did you film it here in Denmark?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Whackman was a motion visual, Mario, who filmed it, and yeah.
I just I have to say it really
It was a Whackman.
Yeah, it brings another level to your music when you see such a great video. And if you obviously try to keep a low budget, but it looks so good, this is jackpot. This is like perfect score.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to get this out there. Your videos are great, and definitely keep up, like bringing so much value to your music. So performance. Actually, I still want to say this. It kind of blows my mind. Your very first performance was in front of like 2,000 people, and
oh yeah, that one. Yeah,
that's kind of crazy. How did you feel about that? Like, were you super nervous?
I think I would have been if it wasn't because I was dancing. So I was also a dancer. So it was like in a part where I was like doing the dancing thing, and then she was like, "You ready for my girl?" Boom, cha, and I just took the mic. What's wrong with the man? My last guy. He didn't even know it's time at 10. Like, and then I just started like,
While you sing, do you actively dance?
Yeah. I can't stand still.
You cannot. How? It's probably a stupid question, but I've always wondered, how do you train your breathing to not be like constantly out of breath?
Oh, I have playback on also.
Okay.
I sing on the
So that
playback.
helps.
Yeah.
And
because I think I would have to train more like opera technique for breathe, like the way I have to when you think about how much I'm dancing.
It's a lot.
It's all my energy. I sweat sometimes like more than my dancers when I've been on stage.
That's new to outdance your backup dancers. That's very impressive.
No, I don't outdance them. They're very good. I have the best dancers in Denmark.
So what's going on right now? Do you work on new music right now? And do you do it in Denmark or Jamaica?
In Denmark. I'm in 2 new projects. Like one with the girl Layla. It's like we tried something out like a beat, where I'm in the studio also with W
Mhm.
and his guy Sam, where we working on a beat, something where I sing more actually in this one.
Okay, so a little bit more singing.
Yeah, and then it sounds good. I'm surprised. I was surprised about myself. Actually, I told them like, "Whoa, I sound like a woman. I sound like a real woman." And they look at me. The guy's like, "You are a woman?" Yeah, but I mean, I sound like a woman. Okay.
Sure, you know whatever you say.
And then I have projects with my new producer that I'm gonna work a lot with, Eliel,
Mhm.
who yeah, we just started new projects and doing some really dope things.
Well, we'll be looking forward to hear that. We
Mhm.
don't know when.
No,
No, okay.
I can tell you I'm beatboxing a little bit in one of the tunes.
Oh, you also beatbox.
No, but I'm saying like some sounds for the beat.
All
So I'm
right.
kind of beatboxing, but I'm not a beatboxer.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm. I've noticed that when you talk about working with producers, you work a lot with different people, with different producers for your music.
Like the first song was with the Rodolph, the
Mhm.
artist. He's also the producer. And then all the songs I have out now is with the Christian Kryer, aka Biz. So me and him have worked together for a long time.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
And now I'm working with some new producers.
Do you do this purposely just to get a new sound, to get something interesting? Do you think it's important to?
I think
Use
it's
different
important with
people.
new sounds, and I think I can feel like it inspires me a lot with the new producers, and like you work differently with everybody. So now I was used to work with Christian, so so it was difficult actually to get out and find a new one with the that you can work with,
Mhm. Mhm.
because me I have to feel like very, not calm.
Comfortable?
Yeah, comfortable and relaxed when I'm in a studio. I have to be able to be myself 100%. So if I feel like it's a producer who's like, or like
Doesn't bring the right energy.
yeah,
you
if
know?
they're little, if it's like a producer who's too judgy all the time, you can't really be creative. You have to be somebody who's open-minded, like yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so yeah, me and Christian worked really good together, and now me and Eliel
Mhm.
found, like, it took me 6 months to find a new good producer, because if you have to find a good producer, you have to know they're always busy, because
They're good.
obviously everybody want to work with them, and then in the same time you have to find somebody that you fit with, and also like your style, and want to work with that. And you also have to like their style, like, and be open-minded to new things,
Yeah.
new sounds.
And that is important
Yeah.
to always differentiate and experiment.
Mm.
I have seen artists who are not willing to experiment. They have found something that works with them,
Mm.
and they just kind of keep doing the same thing, which in rare cases works. But you have to bring something new to the table. You have to keep it interesting, and just keep surprising your fans.
Mm.
So about shows, do you want to
About what?
shows like performances? Do you have plans for new live shows around Denmark or perhaps Jamaica again?
And the next one is the 11th of May.
Mhm.
Stylo G is coming to Denmark.
Okay.
Pumpehuset, Dancehall Madness, and I gonna be like the support act. So
Well,
vamos a la fiesta. Come to the party and give some vibe.
and get drunk, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you get drunk on your performances?
After.
After?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can take a drink or two before.
But not more.
No, I don't want to be drunk. Like, I forget really, really easily, just in general. So even as a dancer, I when I've been dancing for many years, and I have like a choreo I made myself and I did like 100 times, then if I was drunk, I will forget
So
it.
gone.
So I think it will be pretty much the same with the music. So yeah, I tried sometimes when I was really drunk and people say like, try to sing this verse from this song, so blah blah blah. Yeah, and I'm like, how did it start? You know. So no, I'm not drunk before I perform.
Keeping it sober, professional,
Yeah, like I can be a little tipsy. It's cool.
not more.
Like take a shot or drink just for the vibe, and you know sometimes it get the good warm female feeling in the body. You know.
So yeah, I would imagine that it's better to not be wasted on your performances. I haven't heard of seeing a performer being totally wasted on stage, but I'm pretty sure there is someone who's done
I've seen someone on YouTube.
it. Completely
I
wasted.
don't like. But I think it's more like normal to be high, like smoke weed or something.
Yeah, that's maybe every rapper ever
Yeah, I
in the
think
States.
so.
So about goals, do you have big goals? Do you want to overtake the world, or do you want just to do your thing and chill? What do you really want to do in your career?
I want to have a lot of hits.
You want to top the charts?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course. I want to. Yeah. I want the most for myself.
You're a very ambitious person.
Yeah. And I get depressed when I'm not working with what I love. Like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if it's like some days and I haven't worked on any music for some days, I get depressed and I feel bad about myself and I get really angry with myself. So I think I have a good working morale.
Yeah, work ethic. You're a bit of workaholic, perhaps.
I don't know. No, I wouldn't actually say I'm a workaholic,
No.
but I just love the feeling of creating. Like if I haven't been in studio for a while, I get like I get restless and I get like irritated. But it's not like I'm a workaholic like in general, because I hate like 8 to the normal jobs like
Yeah. Like you would work hard on something that you want to do.
yeah. Then I think I would be a workaholic if you can say that, put it that way. I'm not like, oh, I just have to work on everything, like make money, love money. But I really wish they just came.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to money.
Shout out to money.
I have heard this before as well, and I also feel like this, like just for your sake and mental health. It's as soon as you do some work, you'll instantly feel better. I don't know why, I cannot describe it, but putting some work on something that you want to do, as a creative person, I guess it's something that brings you like level-headedness, and it's like, okay, I did something today to get better at what I do.
Yeah, it makes me smile.
Makes you smile.
Wow. Yeah, my friends they see if I've been in studio, because the day after, if we meet up, they'll be like, oh, you've been in studio yesterday, because they can see my smile. Actually, I'm really like, hey, and I'm so like
Excited.
I have a lot of energy, like, woo, it gives me so much energy,
I'm curious, what is your studio process? You're so energetic, and do you just like what's the recording process like? Would they play the beat and you just freestyle all kinds of stuff over it?
No, I'm
How does it
really
go?
not a freestyler. Really not a freestyler. I wish though. I think it's so cool when people can freestyle. But no, I'm so old school. I'm with my paper and my pen.
It has to be paper. You're
Yeah.
not like the new phone school. Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes, like, if I like to have a lot of lines ready for when I go to studio. So like if I'm walking to the bus or in the bus or doing something and I always hear music, and I find some inspiration, like a word, just maybe a word I really like, and I'm like, oh, I like this word, it can really flow, and I'm like, what can I do with the word? And then I find a line, and oh, this line could be nice for something maybe one day, and I just write the line, or maybe just a word or something I write on my phone.
Oh, okay.
And then sometimes, like, if I'm like, okay, I don't have any plans this whole day or evening, let me just sit and write something. And then I have my book. I have a notice book. And I sit with my pen. And I look at my notes on my phone. And then I write it down.
Almost like 8 Mile style. Eminem writing his lyrics down.
And I go to the studio, I have my blog. But I'm not really... Sometimes I would use maybe some of it, but maybe not like the whole song I wrote. I write songs in it. I will just take lines from my songs that fit to the beat that they playing, because, you know, I have to feel the beat that they do, and I love to sit and feel it, and then see, like, think about where I want it to go, what it's about, and see if I have some lines in my book, and I'm like, oh, this line would be cool for. Sometimes you just need like the first hook, you know, and then it can be a line I already did, and then I would just write and. Yeah, I sit silent writing, and then I sit jam it a little bit quietly for myself. And then the guys ask me, so you have something? Yeah, what about this? And then I would show them, and cool, go and record. And sometimes I just take one line at a time. It can take a long time in the studio. Last time I was in the studio, I went from 4 to 12 or 12:30. And because I just took one line at the time sometimes, and maybe two, and other times, like the Christian, my old producer, he would do like a beat already before we have studio session, send it to me, and sometimes he would say like, what about this flow, and he would maybe something, you know, on the beat, and like if I like the flow, and then I just then I can like write text on it. And I will write all the text, and I will come to the studio, and I will do like just go in and spit it. So it's differently, like also who I work with.
How do you choose your beats? Is it something that has it happened that sometimes you might not like it in the beginning and it grows on you, or does it have to immediately stick to you and that's it?
I always find like inspirations first. And I tell the producer, I want something like this, like this kind of style. Yeah. So then I know I would. I actually, because I dance, that's also a good thing about dancing. Be a dancer. I would put on like the music I feel dancing to the most when I teach or just standing at home and do some choreography. I'm like, this beat make me dance so much, makes me so crazy. It's like, okay, so then I have to do something like this, because then I know I feel this kind of music, this kind of song. So I want something like this, but then we make it, of course, differently, unique and everything. But yeah.
Wow, I genuinely think that being a dancer helps you a lot.
Yeah.
With being a performer. But as we're approaching the end of this podcast...
Oh, no.
Time just flies. I really want to lay the red carpet for you. Ooh. Now it's plug time. You get to plug everything, where they can find you, what should they listen to, what should they do, what do you have coming in for you. This is
so shout out to myself. Okay.
This is also new for the podcast.
Okay, you can find me my Instagram, Hotskull Music. On my Facebook, I have a fan page called Hotskull, and on YouTube, Hotskull Music, and or just search Hotskull, I will come. And my songs called the songs I have out called Fire, Whackman, Hotskull. Wait, I have one more.
And the other ones.
Fuck. I forgot. Oh, Cocky Clat.
There you go. All the links will be in the description. Definitely go check Hotskull out. Listen to her music on Spotify. It's available everywhere.
Everywhere.
So
worldwide.
You have no excuses. Whatever you listen to new music to, go listen to Hotskull.
Bring it to the party.
And dance to it and get wasted to it.
Get wasted to it. It's really good for rum punch.
Thank you for watching Anna's Home. Subscribe to the Devoted Daydream YouTube channel. The podcast is also available on all platforms, including Spotify and iTunes. So you also have no excuses to listen to it. Thank you. And thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Discover your favorite music. Devoted Daydream out.